Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hi, sweetheart. It's nice to talk to you while the sun's still out. It's nice to talk to you in general, too. Just nice to talk to you. Finally.
Started a new unit in Spanish.
Yeah, what kind of unit?
We're doing animals now.
What animal are you studying? What animal are you studying? Or are you just
No, we're
studying?
just practicing our animals in Spanish.
Oh, it's Spanish. Oh, that's great. But how do you feel about your school today?
It's good, except I got a paper cut.
Oh, they hurt. Those paper cuts.
I got a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
But then the nurse put some hand cream on. Because my skin was really dry. But that made the Band-Aid really slippery.
Yeah.
So it just slipped right off.
I kind of want you to go to a different school, you know. I know you like your school, but my old school, can I tell you some of the things we used to do?
Sure.
Like, some days, you know how you only get 20 minutes of recess at your school? Or so?
Now it's even shorter because we're doing half days.
Well, at my old school, you would do nature walks. Sometimes you would spend the whole day outside. And music, Shakespeare, candle making, sewing, gardening, woodworking, knitting, dancing, fencing. They teach you how to build sheds, how to build outdoor stoves with rocks, how to forage for plants in the forest, or which ones you can eat, which ones you can't eat. Norse mythology and Greek mythology, French, German, Spanish, Mandarin, Chinese, and lots of other things that they don't teach you in public school. And I would really much rather you go to a better school because you're such a smart kid. And I think, you know, something you might not know, Ava, well, I'll tell you later, but, you know, you could easily afford to go to a good school. I think you would enjoy it very much. It's a really nice place to go. And I met a lot of really interesting people there. Yeah. Actually, my friend who had introduced me to your dad, I met her at my old school. And that's how I met your dad.
How do you say that sentence in Mandarin that you just said?
Oh, they didn't teach us Mandarin when I went there, but they do now.
Oh.
Yeah. But that would be a cool language to learn a little bit of, I think. I know you like your school, but I think if you like your school now, that you would really love the schools that I went to.
What if I never see my friends again?
Oh, well, you will. But you'll also make new friends, which is also a nice thing to do. So how was your weekend? What did you do for the weekend? It was beautiful and warm, right?
Yeah, it was so awesome. Me and Dad, we went on this awesome hike.
Yeah?
I forget where it was, like what the name of it was, but like first we went on this one trail. It was like on the edges of it, it was like covered in flowers.
Oh, wow, that sounds awesome. Being outside is my favorite thing.
Then after we got to the end of that trail, there's this little like spot with a bunch of benches, like right next to a creek, and there was a bridge over the creek.
How nice.
So we went across the bridge, and after the bridge, we like hiked for a little bit, and we found this like old wooden like staircase.
Cool.
And like we went up the staircase, and we hiked until we got to there's like a fork. We went forward. There was also a choice to go left,
Uh-huh.
But we went forward. After that, we came to, you could go up a hill, or you could go on this trail called the Meditation Trail.
Ooh, meditation trail. So which one did you go?
We went to the Meditation Trail.
That sounds really nice.
So we went.
Gosh, I wish I could hike with you. You know, I really,
That,
yeah.
we hiked on that until we came to another fork. One was going downhill, the other one was going uphill.
Wow.
After that we came to we chose to go downhill.
Okay.
And after we like there's a bunch of twists and turns, but it was still like all going in the same all the same trail.
Oh, okay.
So like then we came to this like super cool tree with like a little door in it.
Wow.
And on the door there were in this like I opened the door and like there was this little bag with like a pencil and like a mouse pad and like a bunch of people could like all wrote notes.
Oh, that's
I wrote
great.
I wrote a note. Like they're all just little poems. Someone just drew a picture of a puppy.
Oh, that's cute. It sounds really nice.
But like that tree must have been really old because there was some from 2012.
Yeah. That's so cool. I like the sound of this place.
It was really fun.
I'm glad. I would have loved to go with you.
I think you would really like it there.
I would like any place where you are.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
on everything I've told you so far,
Yeah?
it was on the edge of a big hill.
Wow. I've never even... Was it a far drive?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty far.
Because I've never heard of it before. But it sounds really cool.
In school, we do this thing called morning journal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like probably like not my favorite subject is music.
Oh, good. Yeah. And
my favorite like thing that's like not really a subject.
Yeah.
Like my favorite like creative writing thing
Yeah.
is morning journal. Every morning we have these little journals.
Okay.
And in the journals, like every morning we write in the journal but like every day there's like either a free choice, or she like comes up with like if it's like a holiday, like coming close to a holiday, then she'll do like a holiday based thing. Today was what is your favorite green thing? Since like St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
I chose limeade.
Oh, that's cool. That reminds me, do you still write in your dream journal? Sometimes?
I'm very sad to tell you.
Why?
I don't know when, but like I think I might have accidentally cleaned it up when I was cleaning the room.
Oh, you can't find it?
Yeah, now I can't. I put a bunch like when I read in bed.
Yeah.
I all the books that I'm in the middle of reading, I put right next to my bed.
Yeah.
But some of them I had finished reading and I just put them there anyway.
Yeah.
So to keep it neat, I took some of my books. There was this big stack of books that was all books I had read.
Wow.
So I just took that stack of books and put all of them on the bookshelf, and I think one of them might have accidentally been my dream journal.
Okay, well, maybe, I hope it turns up.
But that was a while ago. That was like in January.
Really?
And I haven't found it since.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You could start a new one, but that is sad.
But there is some good news.
Yeah, what's the good news?
I never took my bookmark out. So I won't have to go looking. So that is one good thing.
Yeah.
I hate it when you like a book, like on a cliffhanger,
Okay.
and like, but then like the
You forget
bookmark,
where you were.
the bookmark falls out.
Yeah.
That like stinks because like sometimes you can't, like you think you found it, then you're like, wait, who's that guy? What's that about? What's that about? Because, or you're like, oh, I already read this.
Mhm. I love hearing your voice, Ava. And I just wish we had enough time to have a real conversation, you know? Like this is a conversation, but like a real conversation goes on longer than 15 minutes, you know? And also nobody's listening and recording. Like, I can't wait. That will happen someday. Someday we'll be able to talk as long as we want, you know, just you and me, privately. Then we can have a real conversation, you know?
Yeah.
I really look forward to that. I think about you all the time. I wanted to tell you a few things about me that you might not know. Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Something about me you might not know is that when I met your dad, I really loved him. I didn't want to get a divorce. I wanted us to grow old together and have grandkids. And have more kids, actually. I wanted to give you a brother and sister. And I'm sorry it didn't work out that way. But I never thought this would happen. And, you know, I really, really hope we can all be friends someday. And something else you might not know is I actually work full-time and I pay your dad child support. So every week I give him money. And I have been doing that for years. So I'm helping to support you and Dad. Did you know that?
No.
Usually it's the other way around, but in your family, it's your mom who supports your dad. So that's something, right?
Yeah.
Another thing you should know is that I used to be a school teacher. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I used to be a school teacher, and I think part of the reason that you love reading so much is because, like, for one thing, reading is great, and we think we can all agree. Yeah, it's the best. And the other reason is that I read to you every day when you were a baby. You know?
I remember you read me every Little Miss and Little Mr. Man book in the series.
Oh, yeah. You were such a good baby because you could sit and listen to, you know, I love Cannon, but he can't sit still and read a book yet. He just is too wild and crazy. He can't do it. Yeah. But you...
It's the other way around with me.
Yeah.
I'm too wild and crazy now.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see that. But you used to love to sit and listen to books when you were a little baby. And so I would read you book after book after book, and you would say, again, more and more, you know. So you were you always liked books, even when you were a baby. And,
You know what?
What?
And Cannon's my age.
Yeah.
He'll probably be able to sit and read a book. We're backwards.
Yeah, maybe you're backwards, hopefully, because he is wild. And he made us all really tired. But he left on Sunday, and I miss him already. But not as much as I miss you. And, I'm really sorry you didn't talk to him last week, because I didn't know when I got off the phone with you that he was actually practicing how to say, "Hi, Ava." So, but, you know, he doesn't talk a whole lot yet. I mean, he talks, but he says funny little things like, "Hi, I'm home." Every time he walks to the door, he says, "Hi, I'm home." Like, he'll walk outside for just a minute, and then he'll come back like, "Hi, I'm home." But he doesn't have, like, real conversations like you do. But someday you will. And we will. Because this is not a real conversation. It's not enough. And you don't have to put up with it, Ava. You can demand your rights. Like, you can stand up for yourself. I want you to do that. Like, if I come over to see you, I'll go to jail. But if you come here, nothing will happen to you. And same, like, if you call me or you write to me, you won't go to jail. Of course, they can't put kids in jail, you know. Do you understand? You have the right to do what you want to do. And you have the right to know your own mother and your maternal grandparents and your aunt and uncle and everyone. Everyone really loves you so much and misses you so much. So don't forget that you can do what you want. You can make, what I'm trying to say is you're really smart, and I know you know how to get in touch with me if you want to. And yeah,
I just said I was time to say bye.
well, before you go, do you want to say anything about that? Is there anything else you want to say before you have to go? Was that enough time to talk, or do you wish we could talk more? I know you're under a lot of pressure. I know people are trying to tell you what to say and what to think, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Listen to your heart, Ava, okay? I love you so much. I know we're going to be able to be together someday because they won't be able to stop us forever, right? Ava? Ava?